Hi guys, myself Joel. So I'm part of the exciting PGPM batch of 24 to 26 of IIM Trichy. So here I'm about to talk about the India's unemployment problem as part of my assignment for Indian Economy and Policy of Term 4. So to dive deep in, India's emergence as the world's fourth largest economy reflects its expanding industrial base, rising global influence, and robust macroeconomic performance. Yet, this growth story is overshadowed by a persistent challenge: unemployment. Despite strong GDP figures, job creation has not kept pace, particularly in sectors that are traditionally absorb large volumes of labor. This disconnect between economic expansion and employment generation poses a serious threat to inclusive development and long-term stability. As per the Periodic Labor Force Survey, as on July 2025, the overall unemployment rate stands at 5.2%, down slightly from the 5.6%. However, urban unemployment remains high at 7.2% compared to 4.4% in rural areas. This rural-urban divide highlights the structural inefficiencies in labor absorption and sectoral development. So, what are the factors? So, when we see a brief view, the first that is contributing to this is the mismatch of education and the industry needs. The Economic Survey in 2023 and 2024 found that only 51% of Indian graduates are employable, pointing to a systematic gap in skill development. Economic growth has also been jobless, with capital incentive sectors expanding while labor incentive industries like manufacturing lagging behind. Additionally, 90% of India's workforce remains in the informal sector, lacking job security and social protection. So, the second major cause would be the demographic pressure. India's youthful population adds millions of job seekers annually, but the economic struggles to accommodate them is majorly due to the female labor force participation, though improved from 41.7% in 2024, remains low due to the social norms and limited opportunities. Labor immobility, driven by cultural, linguistic, and informal barriers, prevents workers from relocating to regions with better prospects. Marginalized groups also face systematic discrimination, limiting their access to quality employment. So, the third would be the agricultural unemployment and seasonal persist of this nature. A survey from 2021 to 2022 revealed that farming households earn an average of 13,661 per month, with only 4,476 from cultivation. This underscores the need for rural diversification and non-farm employment. So the government has takes some serious steps and multiple initiatives to encourage and reduce the unemployment rate. So some of the major initiatives done where the MGNREGA has generated of more than 3,029 crore of rural employment since 2000 to 14 to 15 financial year, with women comprising over 58% of participants. So the next would be the PMKVY, which has trained almost 1.6 crore youth, including 25 lakhs under its latest phase. And the next initiative step that was done through a computer-based system was the NSCL portal, which posted somewhere around 1.12 crore vacancies in financial year 2024 to 2025, connecting job seekers with employers. Government has also been keen on connecting with the entrepreneurs, so it is being promoting through various schemes like PMMY, PMEGP, and PM Sivanandi, offering credit and support to micro and small enterprises. Industrial and infrastructure initiatives such as PLI schemes like the PM Gati Shakti, PM Mitra, and PM VBRY aim to create millions of jobs and creating boosting manufacturing and formalizing the workforce. So the way forward lies in aligning skilling programs with industry demand, promoting labor-intensive sectors, enhancing female participation, and improving labor mobility. India's growth must be inclusive, transforming economic momentum into meaningful employment for all. So that is the way India should go forward to become a global workforce along with the major players around the world. Thank you.